What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Concept Art Decepticon Rumble. Now, here you have Rumble in his brick mode. Now, when I say brick mode, this is the mode that it's brick mode. Brick mode means that he goes into Soundwave's chest. So, hooray! But in terms of the packaging here, you've got the windowless. We'll move the figure off to the side. We've got the windowless packaging here. I still wish we had plastic in front. I really wish we did. On the side here, you've got Rumble from what he could have looked like in the Travis Knight Bumblebee movie. Then you have him on the front here of what he also could have looked like at the same time on the side of this packaging. I suppose because it was concept art, they didn't bother finishing the rest of the artwork. I don't know why they wouldn't, but oh well. On the back here, you have basically just Decepticon Rumble just up here. So, yeah, that's basically it for the packaging. And here we have basically Rumble in his brick mode. Now, his brick mode is kind of cute. It's just basically him folded up and backwards, I guess I could say. So, but before we do that, because he's in brick mode, there is one thing we can do. I said it previously. We can put him in Soundwave. And I already cleared out Ravage, so now he's empty and hollow inside, like me. And then we can take Rumble, and you want him in perfect configuration, and I'll explain that in a little bit when we get him into robot mode. And you want to then push him into the chest, close it up, and there you have him in Soundwave's chest. So, hooray! We got another chest minion for Soundwave. So, now to get him back out, basically you can do the same thing. You're going to open same thing you do for Ravage, push it all the way out, and then close up the backpack again, and close it up. And while we're at it with Soundwave standing here, let's get him into some scale comparisons with him. So here he is next to his carrier Soundwave. Here he is with Core Class, with his buddy Core Class Ravage. Yeah, I think it's kind of cute. We can get these guys, and we're finally getting the more chest minions for the movie figure. Here he is next to Core Class Rise of the Beasts RC. Here he is next to Rise of the Beasts Freezer. Still waiting, Hasbro. Still waiting. Here he is next to Legacy Evolutions Core Class Nemesis Prime. And here he is next to our previous review. Here he is next to Core Class Mohawk. Still quite possibly one of my favorite Core Class figures to ever come out so far. And now that we've done that, now we can get him into transformation. Now he does come with two accessories, but they are with him in in brick mode here. In order to kind of complete the whole form of brick mode, you have to have the weapon stored in there. And we're going to remove those first. So to remove them, you're basically going to open up the arm, and you're going to open up the leg, and the leg is going to be tabbed in and pegged into these guns right here, which you can use these guns with other figures if you choose to. They have the ports for it, but because he doesn't have hands, we're going to basically put these off to the side. We'll take a look at them once he's in robot mode, but basically that's the gist of that. And now that we've done that, we can close the legs back up, and we can bring this whole waist section down like so. And then we can take this ab section and bring it down, or collapse it in. Take the head and rotate it as you would normally. Take the feet, untab them from the shins. Do the same thing on the other side. Untab them from the shins. And then here comes the arms. Now to get him into robot mode, you want the yellow piece facing the top. And in robot mode, you want to rotate it down. Basically, then you're going to take this and you're going to bring this up, and then you're going to collapse this all the way back down. And then you have an arm all done. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate this down, and bring this up, bring this down. And then those guns that we had previously, we're going to take them, and they're just going to go into these little ports right here on his back. And like that. And there you have Core Class Rumble in his robot mode. And okay, honestly, I think Hasbro had the idea to do something with this, and it worked for the most part. I just wish it was a little bit less top heavy. So we're gonna try and do our best to balance him. And that's what I can do. I don't want to get him to a point where I can't get him, stand properly anymore. So I'm going to straighten him out just enough. Keep him standing straight up. There we go. And there you have Rumble in his robot mode. And I totally dig this little dude. He's just so cute. Like, take a look at this little guy. He's awesome. Like, honestly, I'm so glad we're getting more Bumblebee movie figures. I mean, odd Bumblebee movie figures, I'll admit, but still, I'm glad we're getting them. I mean, the fact that we're getting more Soundwave characters is just amazing. I'm so happy about that. And so basically, now that we've taken a look at all of that, we're going to basically get him into some scale comparisons. We all love the scale comparisons. I just got to make sure I can get him standing straight without having to lean too far back. So there he is next to Core Class Rise of the Beasts RC. As you can see, he's a little guy. Here he is next to Legacy Evolutions Nemesis Prime. Here he's next to Rise of the Beasts Core Class Freezer. And here he is with our previous review. Here he is with Core Class Mohawk. And finally, we got to zoom out a little bit because we're going to get that family photo. That's right, we got to get the family photo. The family photo, because it's coming together. It's starting to come together now. Going to bring this down. And here we have him and Ravage. I want Laserbeak to happen next, but I'm pretty much willing to bet it's going to be Frenzy. I'm willing to bet it's going to be Bumblebee Movie Frenzy. And I'm willing to bet that this family is going to continue growing, and it's going to be a complete set, and I'm excited for it. So, without further ado, this is Thomas 101, basically giving my review on the Core Class concept art Decepticon Rumble. Excuse me, had a frog in my throat there for a moment. But my thoughts on this figure are, it's a great idea. It's a wonderful concept. It's something that is basically helping out all of the Movieverse figures that are needing of their, or the Bumblebee movie figures that are needing of their family sets. They need the family portraits, people. So, where do I rank this Rumble figure? I rank this Rumble figure, I'm going to rank it a good... Because it's a concept art figure, much like the Megatron that's coming out a little bit later in a little bit, because that one I have not gotten around to finding yet. But when I do find it, I will be getting a hold of it. But where do I rank this figure? I rank this figure, because it's concept art, I'm going to rank it somewhere in the ballpark of around... I'm going to rank it a 7. And that's pretty high for Core Class. Definitely not as high as Mohawk. That's going to be a praised Core Class for a while. So, yeah. Anywho, I rank this a 7 out of 10, mainly because it's a Core Class figure. It's becoming part of a set. It's a part of a set that we're all getting into. So, basically, I'm giving it that, because it's just... And not to mention, they painted certain things on this figure that they didn't need to, but they did. And I'm glad they did. And I'm also glad that they're, including more tapes for Soundwave. So, anywho, this is Thomas Rana One saying, don't forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Riveted Reviews, Patrick with a Y, Bravely GG, and iStar552, along with Take Along Productions. They know they all do some amazing work. And also, do not forget to check out our sponsor for today, Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where you can get yourself pieces of a certain Studio Series set that has recently been discontinued. So if you really want to get it, you can. I will leave a link to that in the description below. So, anywho, don't forget to drop a like on this video, please. I would appreciate it. And also, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.